Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our spring 6th grade band concert at Chaska Middle School West. I think I mentioned this at our last concert. This is the largest 6th grade band in the history of the school in my career. And it's 4 bands that rehearse at 4 different times separately every other day. And they come together 3 times during the year. The elementary school trip we took in February, the last band concert that many of you were at back in February, and tonight. So it's a challenge, but it's super fun, and these kids have, as you can tell, unlimited energy. And hopefully you'll notice they have unlimited talent as well. They're a wonderful group of kids. We have 6 songs we're going to play for you tonight. All are very short, all are very challenging, and I hope you'll recognize the growth that they have made even since February. These are hard pieces that I'm very proud of them and they've conquered. And we'll see if they conquer them when they come together for the first time in 3 months and see how well they do. They know the challenge that's before them. They're going to step out. So we hope you enjoy our first piece. Our first piece is a sequel. Remember back to our last concert, we did a piece where they had pencils and they were tapping them on music stands. It was called Mechanical Monsters. Well, this is the sequel of our band standards called The Wrath of the Mechanical Monsters. We hope you enjoy it. Let's keep it quiet, please. One of the things I love about our music program here at Middle School West is the number of extra opportunities kids can choose from. And in your program, you'll notice by the names, there's little symbols indicating which students have participated in more than just band, but other activities as well. We'd like to acknowledge them by also having them stand up, or if they're a percussionist, raise their hands so we can give them a nice round of applause. So first of all, let's start with those of you that performed in the Regional Honor Band at Chaska Middle School a couple weeks ago. Stand up if you were in the Regional Honor Band a couple weeks ago at Chaska Middle School. Next up, stand up and raise your hand if you're participating currently in the District Honor Band. Next up, stand up and raise your hand if you were in the Jazz Band this winter, the Before School Jazz Band. Stand up and raise your hand if you were in the Summer or Fall Marching Band, the Marching Band. And then our rock stars, stand up and raise your hand if you were in our Garage Band program. Stand up and raise your hand if you're currently in our Pop Ensemble program, our pop stars. And I think we have one person in our Latin band. Where's Tanner? There's Tanner. We recognize him in the winter too, but we'll recognize him again. Our state songwriter champion, Alex. Where's Alex? Where's Alex? Last month we had kids have an option of playing a solo in front of a judge, and some of them did it. We call it Solo Festival. Raise your hand or stand up if you did the Solo Festival a few weeks back. How about our holiday band members? Holiday band from back in December. How about members of our innovative podcast club, our podcast club? And last but certainly not least, those of you who performed in our school talent show back in January, stand up and raise your hand. Talent show. That's awesome. Our next piece is another challenging one called Dansbury Run. This features a number of instruments, a number of percussion, and a number of different parts in the band, so we hope you enjoy it. think I'm going to write a book on a new weight loss routine. Direct a band of 180 kids wearing a suit for a half hour every night. You probably lose 5 pounds in a week easily. Maybe more nights. Woo! That's a workout. Aren't they awesome? Wow, that's so cool. So this next piece we're going to play for you is called Blackthorn March. And how many of you in the audience, just out of curiosity, ever played a band instrument? Even if it was for 1 year? Raise your hand. Awesome. So most of you who have your hand up have probably played a march before. A march was the first kind of music played by concert bands over 100-some years ago, and it still remains songs that the concert bands play on a regular basis. They're not easy. The bands that are professionals make them sound easy, but they're not easy. So we're going to provide this one called Blackthorn March for you. It's got some great melody lines and you'll enjoy it. So here we go with Blackthorn March. Okay, so we're going to do a little scene change up here. We've invited 5th graders from the 3 elementary schools that come to Middle School West, Bluff Creek, Loganavia, and Clover Ridge. And there are 3 wonderful band directors, Mrs. Langley, Mrs. Berry, and Mr. Dysart. And we're going to have the 5th graders come on up. Yes, give it up for our 5th graders.